Hello there, group piano teachers. Today's day 2, and I'm glad you are listening again, or maybe this is the first time for this week. But yesterday I talked about the developmental mismatch, the gap between what young children are ready for and what we ask them to do at the piano. Today I want to talk about the other side of that problem. And this one, I think a lot of teachers will recognize immediately. It is what happens when we decide, consciously or not, to just keep things fun and not worry too much about the piano itself. So, here is something I have seen happen many times with teachers who are new to this age group, 4, 5, 6 year olds, or who are just trying to survive it because it's part of our studio income. We bring out the rhythm instruments, we tap the rhythm sticks to the music, we teach a cute song with fun lyrics, we make a craft, we might even give a snack. We tell a story about a musical symbol. We move around in the room, we dance to the music. And the kids love it. The parents think it is adorable. Everyone is happy. But here's the honest question. How much time did those children actually spend developing skills for the piano? Sometimes the answer is almost none. And I understand why this happens. 4, 5, and 6 year olds are wiggly. They will run under your pianos. Not run under the pianos, but crawl under your pianos. They will run around the rug. They're easily distracted. I've had all of that in my classes. Keeping them engaged feels like the most that we have to do with this age group. So we fill the lesson with things that are easy to manage, and we tell ourselves we will get to the real piano work once they are ready. But here is what I have learned after teaching this age group for decades. They are ready right now. They just need to be intentionally guided there. When we spend most of the lesson in activities whose only purpose is to have fun, we are not building the skills they will need when they finally sit at the piano. We are not developing their fine motor skills. We are not training their ears to connect what they hear with what their hands will eventually have to do. We are not giving them the experience they need to make sense of the printed music when it arrives. We are not considering this to be a language. And how do we learn language? So, what happens? We eventually introduce the printed page, and the children are confused. They're wiggly and inattentive and frustrated, not because they are not capable, but because nothing before that moment prepared them for it. And the teacher is frustrated too, because we are working hard. We planned this lesson that looked really good. The kids were happy. But when it came time to actually play the piano, the foundation was not there. I have been in that place. And I have talked with many of the teachers who have been there too. The problem is not the children or their age. The problem is what we were so focused on keeping things fun, we never built a structure. We never had a clear pathway for what skills come first, what comes next, and how to develop those skills in a way that is appropriate for this age at the piano, not just with general music classes. Fun matters, absolutely. Young children need movement, they need singing and fun in their lessons. But fun has to be in service of something. It has to be building toward real piano skills. Otherwise, we are entertaining children and calling it piano lessons. Okay, so if you are a teacher who is struggling with this age group, or if you just want to get started, if your lessons feel busy and fun, but you are not sure your students are actually learning piano, I want you to know that is one of the most common struggles I hear from teachers of young children. After teaching young pianists for a few decades, I have a lot to share about what a complete structured approach for this age group actually looks like. One that keeps the fun while also building skills. So come back tomorrow, or I should say, watch the next video. And I'm going to talk about practice and why what families do at home may be working against us. So, all of this to say that I want to have this conversation with you about teaching this age group. So, come back, and thank you for the questions that you have sent. I hope I'm answering them, and that you could join us for our training later this month. See you tomorrow or in the next video.